folks love key lime pie, you have to try these key lime pie bars, and they're dipped in white chocolate. Hi, I'm Melissa Dotson. This is the Sugar Sandbox, and today we make key lime pie bars dipped in white chocolate.
So take a look at the ingredients. You're going to need sweetened condensed milk, sour cream, egg yolks, key lime juice, graham crackers. You're going to need the white chocolate to dip them in. And if you want to drizzle them, you'll also need yellow or green white chocolate melt. You're also going to need a 10 by 10 baking pan, parchment paper, a piping bag, a 9 by 13 baking sheet, a chocolate melting bowl, a regular mixing bowl, a whisk, and forks for dipping.
So for the filling, you're going to need a can of sweetened condensed milk. You can just pour that right into your bowl. After we put in our can of sweetened condensed milk, the next ingredient that we're going to use is a 1/4 cup of sour cream. Make sure your sour cream is at room temperature. The next ingredient we have, yolks of 4 eggs. These also need to be at room temperature. So it's very critical that all these ingredients are at room temperature. So now that we have all the ingredients together, we're going to mix it very well with the whisk. And we have our sweetened condensed milk, our egg yolks, and our sour cream. To that mixture, we are going to add 1/2 cup of key lime juice. And it needs to be key lime, not Persian limes. And if you can't find key limes, hang on a second and I'll show you what they look like. They are little bitty limes. And if you can't find fresh key limes, you can use Nellie and Joe's 100% key lime juice. And if you want to know how many key limes it takes to get to a 1/2 cup of juice, I did a test on it to see how many key limes it would take. That link is in the bottom right hand corner, I think. If not, it's in the description below. But watch that to see how many key limes it takes to get a 1/2 cup of juice. Now, when you pour the juice into the mixture, it thickens up. So we're gonna pour it in and it smells so good. All right, so we're gonna whisk this together and you will feel it starting to get thick, and you probably can see it on camera. It's starting to thicken up. So just whisk it around until you do not see any more lumps or you're happy with it. And then you're simply going to take your pan and pour it into the pan. You're going to bake it in a preheated oven. The oven needs to be preheated to 350 degrees. And you're going to bake it between 18 and 20 minutes. That, folks, is step 1. Okay, so while the filling is baking, let's do a little prep for our step 2. So the graham cracker crackers that you need are the ones that are split in 4. So you need a whole pack, and you just go ahead and separate them on, and you can put them on a, I'm using a 9 by 13 lined pan. So there you have it. We have our bases ready for the filling. Okay folks, we ready for step 2? I have taken my cooled filling and I've put it into a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can use a gallon Ziploc bag and then just cut the end off of it. But I have a piping bag, and so this is the fun part. So you just take a cracker, you take this, and all you're going to do is a zigzag. So you're going to put the filling on and you're just going to zigzag back and forth until you reach the end of the cracker. And then set it. I actually pulled out another baking sheet to put these on. So let's just enjoy as I fill these crackers up. And then from there we will put them in the freezer to firm up very well so that we can then dip them into the chocolate. Super easy, 3 steps. Bake your filling, pipe on your filling to your crackers, and dip them in white chocolate and enjoy. Okay, so this batch made 31 key lime bars. So I'm gonna take them to the freezer now for about 30 minutes because I need this filling to firm up really firm so that we can dip them into the white chocolate. All right, folks, we're back for step 3. I have my melted white chocolate. Let's see, have my melted white chocolate. And I have our key lime bars with their filling on top of the graham crackers. They've been in the freezer for about 30 minutes. So now what is left is to dip the bars. So there is a little bit of a technique to this. I'm going to set this one off to the side. And I'm going to use 2 forks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the filling in first. So you are literally going to turn it over and dip it in, or you're going to turn it over and you're going to set it into the chocolate, and then you're going to flip it over and cover it completely. Lift it out with your fork and get the excess chocolate off of it. And then you can just move it to, you can wipe it off a little bit if you want, and you can just move it off to another parchment lined tray. Because they are so cold, they will firm up very quickly. But again, you are going to put the filling side down into the chocolate first and flip it over and come in under it, shake it, and then just pull it to the side a little bit to get a lot of that extra chocolate off of it. There'll be plenty of chocolate, trust me. So again, we're going to put it in filling side first, turn it over, going under, and that's it. So just hang out with me while I finish dipping these in white chocolate, and then we will come back and drizzle and do a wrap up. About 1.5 pounds of the dipping chocolate in order to cover a batch. And I would recommend melting the whole 1.5 pounds at the same time, just in case you get any crumbs or any filling or anything like that in your chocolate. It's hard to reheat the chocolate with something else in it because it could burn or it could cause the chocolate to seize up. So once I'm finished here, I have some green candy melts that is ready to go. And we will drizzle on top, and then they will be ready for your dessert table. All right, so I have some green candy melts here, and it's been melted. I'm gonna take a long fork, and actually I'm gonna turn them this way so I can drizzle. Let's see, this straight, guys. I just load my fork up with chocolate, and I just drizzle. The higher that you hold your fork, the thinner the drizzles will be. And it really doesn't matter. Some of them are a little bit thicker than the others. All right, so there you have them, the key lime bars dipped in white chocolate. So let's take a look at the cross section. Here's our key lime pie filling, our graham cracker crust, and then it's dipped in white chocolate. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm wondering what else I could make in this mini pie version.